Welcome back to Ideas Reality Project Episode 3. If you haven't watched us before, we interview entrepreneurs from all different sectors, athletes, brands, musicians, you name it, we interview them all and we find out how they turn their ideas into reality. Today we have Cordell from Mungo Sports, and it's a clothing brand. Make sure you stay tuned because it's going to be deep. So yeah, welcome back. We're here today at the Ideas Reality Project series, episode 3, and I'm here with Cordell from Mungo Sports. So thanks for being here, bro. Just starting off, just tell us a bit about yourself and what you do.
All right, so my name's Cordell. I'm from Birmingham.
Yeah.
Currently 25 years old. I run a sportswear company, sports fashion wear. So we design gym wear. We also design streetwear as well. So we kind of mix the both and make it sports fashion. Okay. So yeah, that's the company. The company's called Mungo Sports as well. Okay,
and so start from the beginning to understand how did it really come about? Like, how did you come up with the idea? Where did it start? I mean, I want the real story of when it started, not like when you're halfway through.
Okay, cool. So me and my business partner, we've always kind of wanted to go into business together at some point. We wasn't too sure what it would be at the point, but my partner, my business partner, very good with fashion and trims, materials, and I'm really good as a business person, in terms of sales and marketing. That's my strong points. So went to university. I studied business. They studied fashion and materials. So once it was the right time, we just thought, let's try and get into business together. At the time, my business partner was going for jobs, interviews. She went to a job, with a big gym brand.
Okay, yeah. Can't mention it, or you don't want to call no names. Okay, cool. Yeah.
And didn't get the job at the time because I was too overly experienced. And I just thought it was a load of, not great stuff, basically.
Yeah.
And then, I was just pushing, let's really let's go for them. You know what I mean? Let's really go for them. And then, we just came together and we gave birth to Mungo Sports, man. And ever since then, do you know what I mean? At first, it was just, planning. It was just a lot of planning. But we made it work, and it's been going very good ever since.
So that you say that's come off the back of not even something you thought of. Was it back of an experience that you had?
Back off, I would say it would be off thoughts that we had, but the experience made it foundation. Do you know what I'm saying? It made it really solid to us to think, this is obviously what's meant to happen. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay, and so what would you say has been your biggest challenge to date so far?
I think the biggest challenge is, I don't think it's anything other than yourself, really. Do you know what I mean? Because all the other factors that you may not control or can't control, there's no point really thinking about. It's just really yourself, your inner
Why do you say that? Why? How can people? Give me an example. Why do you feel that way? Why?
Because your competitors are always going to be doing their own thing. Markets, I don't know, laws, regulations, they always change. These are things that you can't control yourself.
Okay, yeah.
So I feel like they're things that you shouldn't be worrying about. Worry about your own self and your own business. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think the biggest thing is, when you're waking up in a day and you've got your plans and your list and you're not feeling it. Do you know what I mean? There's some days where you doubt yourself. And I think that's the biggest challenge for any entrepreneur, is when you have a little bit of self-doubt. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So would you think everybody gets them doubts?
I would think that everybody gets it,
At
because
some point.
everybody's human. Do you know what I mean? So I think just really getting in tune with yourself and, you know, pushing forward, even when you might not want to. Everybody knows, like, everyone's had a job they don't want to go to, but they carry it, they keep going. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's
So probably might be for the money or something, or something.
Yeah,
They've got a bigger reason behind it, innit?
But the only thing is, when you're an entrepreneur, you're doing it from grassroots.
Yeah.
You're not getting paid at the start. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think, when you got your dream, you just gotta know why. You gotta have your reasons why you want to do something. Do you know what I mean? Whether that's for your family, whether that's to change, you know, somebody's opinion, whatever motivates you. You gotta, on the days you don't want to do things, or you might not feel as motivated, you gotta go back to those foundations. Why is it I'm here? Why am I doing this?
Have you got any tips that how you could overcome it, or would you just say that's your reason? You've got your reasons there.
That is it for me. That's my reasons why, and just understanding that if something's been done, it can be done before. If somebody else can do it, you can do it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Yeah, that's it.
So what would you say has been your biggest achievement so far then?
My biggest achievement so far, in terms of Mungo Sports or just in general?
In general, like, you know, like, it depends on what, anything, man. Like, it's whether it's yourself or Mungo Sports, just space, or it could be both.
My biggest, I'd say probably so far is just getting to where I got with the business so far, and probably I'd say it's been planning for 2 years.
Okay.
But we launched, it's been about a year and a half since it's fully been in the market, and I think, you know, getting the publicity, like getting it onto X Factor,
okay.
You know what I mean, getting the kind of co-signs from down there, and it being on a national advert as well.
So how did you manage that?
Basically, that was just all through social media, you know, the Instagrams, messaging, connecting and building rapport with, you know, people, and just what it was is while there was in the, you know, the audition process and stuff like that, I just kind of knew already before it was even confirmed who may be going through, so we got through to them, stuff like that. They said, cool.
So you kind of anticipated it.
Do you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, I don't watch X Factor, but for the reason of the clothing, I thought, you know, that is a good way to get us onto TV, and then we got onto X Factor, you know, sales went up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then it was also, it was on an advert as well for X Factor. Do you know what I mean? So it was showing, like, you know,
that was
4 times a day.
That wasn't even planned, that was just by chance.
That wasn't even planned, do you know what I mean? But it wasn't planned, but I knew what the potential was if I set it down. Do you know what I mean?
Put it in the right place.
X Factor. So that was a big achievement. What other achievements have we got? Yeah, and really just where we are right now, you know.
What would you say about yourself? Biggest achievement, like, if you had to pick something?
Biggest achievement for myself, wow. Just where I am today as a person, do you know what I mean? How I've grown and matured as a person, man, because, you know what I mean? We've come from humble beginnings, do you know what I mean? So I think that's definitely a big thing, a big achievement for myself, man, do you know what I mean? Because, yo, we've had some trials and tribulations.
Yeah. Well, you think if you didn't go through them trials and tribulations, would you be the same person now?
No way, man. No chance. You know what I mean? So these things have built me and developed me as a person. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, going through school, you know, I never had the best of school experience. Got kicked out of school, left with no GCSEs. Mum took me to the Caribbean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I started school over there. Didn't like it over there. Sent me back here. You know, then I lived down local for a while. Friends getting into certain activities, doing certain things, and me having to really become a man in them situations. And
what kind of things were going through your mind at that point? Would you ever think you'd be there? Have you always thought, okay, I'm going to get to this point, I'm going to achieve something, or was it? Well, yeah, you just coasting, or what?
The thing is, you know, like, you know, going through school and stuff like that, and the teachers telling me, like, you know, you're not gonna be where you are. You're not gonna do anything if you carry on, whatever. Them kind of things stuck to me and they motivated me. Do you know what I'm saying? When I came back over from, my mum took me to the Caribbean, came back without my mum, no dad around. So it was a thing where I just had to really just get to work, but I didn't let my circumstances make me who I am. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't make the circumstances around me make me who I am. I just knew what my goals were. Yeah, man, we got to work, man. So my biggest achievements, man, just being here today and running a business. You know what I mean? An online business that's going to be one of the biggest in the world. very soon.
Respect that, man. Okay, then. So, what piece of advice would you give to the next generation? Would you say then, if from going off from what we've talked about so far, and that, like, what would you say as a piece of advice?
I think one thing is just always believe in yourself. You know, believing in yourself is very important, man. Like, you know, having belief. Don't let nobody's opinion ever kind of stop you from doing what you have to do. Do you know what I mean? People's not always going to agree with you. Some people are going to have negative opinions, and just take it with a pinch of salt. You know what you want, and go for it. Just go for it. Just be fearless. You have to just be fearless. Do you know what I mean? Like, I
can imagine that's easier said than done, though, isn't it? Like,
yeah, of course.
So do you feel that some people need to make the mistakes and almost get burnt in a way to learn?
Definitely. I've always got a saying that you don't win, you don't lose either. Like, you always win, because even on a loss, you can learn from a situation.
Yeah.
And in order to learn, that's how you grow. Do you know what I mean? So you wouldn't know what light is without dark. Kind of thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So I believe that you have to go through the mistakes, go through the hard times or whatnot to develop your character and develop where you're going.
All right, and cool. So, what would you say? Who would you say is being a big inspiration in life for you at this point, or what has, or if it has been anything? Yeah, no, like.
Biggest inspiration.
So this can be book, family, somebody on TV, or somebody new, next door neighbour. I don't know. Like, what would you say?
Biggest inspiration. I think biggest inspiration for me. It's crazy, you know. That's a.
Some people don't. I mean, I've had conversations with guys and people that they said they don't have an inspiration. It's off pure drive. But I mean, everyone looks for inspiration at some point.
Honestly, I don't know how this sounds, but myself, to be totally honest with you, I'm my own biggest inspiration, because I track and review everything that I do. Do you know what I mean? So at a certain point, I'll review like, okay, so, you know, however develop from this point to this point, and that always motivates me to want to get to the next step. Do you know what I'm saying? But don't get me wrong, you know, there's a few people that I've probably read books about, looked up to, like, you know, you've got, you know, 50 Cent, like, coming from, you know, that I just see what he done coming from the streets, getting into music and putting that energy into his music and becoming a successful business entrepreneur, man. Things like that. Do you know what I mean? Who else is there? Got people like Warren Buffett and stuff like that that I look into. So
okay, so it's not only it's just pretty much who you feel at the time.
Yeah, pretty much who I feel at the time. But my biggest inspirations is just, you know, my story, to be totally honest with you.
No, that's just keeping it. That's real, isn't it? Like, you got to. If that's what it is, that's what it is. So yeah, okay, and cool. And so, big inspiration for yourself is yourself.
Yeah, man, and my
and what you're doing. Okay, and so why do you think the Ideas to Reality project is good for students? What would you say?
Yeah, I think it's an amazing project, man. Like I said, I came from some, you know, like, you know, coming out of school, you know, getting kicked out and stuff like that, and not having I feel like the support that I needed. But if there was a project like Ideas to Reality that ever came into my school and just showed us another way, because, do you know what I mean? I feel like with some of the you know, the old, I don't know how it is now, but when I was, it was just a one-way system. Do you know what I mean? So coming in, teaching people, you know, entrepreneurship and, you know, the attributes and the skills that you need. Do you know what I mean? And giving them a chance to develop a brand of their own creativity. I just think it's amazing, and it's definitely what's needed in today's curriculum, man. So I think it's going to be an amazing project. Yeah, it is an amazing project, and I think it's going to help a lot of people, a lot of young people. That, you know what I mean? Just if somebody at that, because I've always had it in me, but I might have developed at later stages. So imagine someone came in earlier, like Ideas to Reality, and just showed me
and said that, okay, then you may not be doing good in school, but that doesn't mean you're not going to do good in life.
That's it. But at that time, it would have made me probably focus more on school as well. You know what I mean? Knowing that there was an other alternative. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely think it's important, man. And there's a lot of young entrepreneurs and, you know, in the school system now that are going to be great. So getting to them people and just giving them the foundation now is just, I think it's going to be incredible. I think it's going to be massive.
Okay then, man. So yeah, that's it, man, bro. Like, we've had you here. Thanks for coming down. saying your piece, man. Like, I'm sure it's going to be inspiration to a lot of people.
Yeah, man.
And it's inspired me, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, I know you out on the outside, but I don't know your whole story.
Yeah, of course.
So, yeah, it's always good to hear, man.
Yeah, man.
And
Man.
it seems like you're doing big things. I mean, okay, going forward, what, have you got any things you can speak about, what you can do plan-wise?
Yeah,
man,
like, we're going to be relaunching our new collection in 2018. Look out for us. We're going to be getting into retail, hopefully as well. Obviously, can't really disclose stuff about that, but we're going to be getting into retail. So on now, obviously everything's online at the moment. Yeah. So we're going to be going into bigger retail stores and that.
And how can we contact you? Like,
check out the website www.mungosports.co.uk. We've got Instagram, Facebook, Twitter as well. So check those out online, and just keep in contact. Man. We're going to do big things, man. It's not just a brand of clothing, do you know what I mean? We're trying to show a message as well, just like the projects that you're working on as well, man. So definitely aspire to inspire, man. That's the slogan. So
I hear that. Before we go, I'm going to do a quick fire questions. Okay. I know you had a rough idea what we're going to speak about, but this is just like top of the head.
One answer.
Top of the door. One answer. 3 seconds.
3 second. One answer.
Right, so okay. Bodybuilding or heavyweights?
Bodybuilding.
Okay. Bodybuilding muscle, as in muscle and physique, or beach body?
Beach body.
Sportswear or casual?
Sports casual.
You mix them both. Instagram or Snapchat?
Insta.
Okay, then corporate high-paced salary job or self-employed?
Self-employed.
Okay, then. So yeah, okay. The reason why we ask everybody this, like, kind of them questions at the end of it, and then we're gonna try and like see the similarities between everybody, because we've got different people we're interviewing and so on. So yeah, we could see. But yeah, thanks for coming down. And that's the end of the interview, and that's episode 3 done, and we'll see you on episode 4. So thanks. So that's the end of episode 3. We just spoke to Cordell. It was a crazy interview. He talked about his life, what he's been doing. I hope he was inspired, and make sure you look out for episode 4 coming soon. We're going to have more people coming and talking about their life and how they turn their ideas into reality. So I'll speak to you soon. Nikul on the track.